on. Let's do this thing. Welcome, everybody. I am so glad you are here today. I'm so glad I'm getting to meet you for the first time today. I am Paul Roberts. I have been here for 18 years. If 19 years ago you would have said to me, hey, you're going to be in the life insurance business, I might have challenged you to a fist fight because I thought for sure there's no way I'm going to be in the life insurance business. But here I am, and loving every bit of it. Fell in love with everything about it. Fell in love with the opportunity to build a massive team. And it's more than a team to me. It's a family. It's an opportunity for me to build with people that I love. I worked in corporate America. I don't know if you come from corporate America, but I worked in corporate America. And in corporate America, this is what they do to you. They hire somebody and put them in the cube beside you and say, like this person. And you might just not like them, but you got to. And I know we're supposed to love everybody, and I'm cool with that. But I am looking for individuals that understand that you don't have to be inspired and motivated all the time. Now, hear what I'm about to say. There's nothing wrong with a leader motivating you and inspiring you and equipping you. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. What is wrong is if they have to do it all the time because they didn't elevate you to a level to where you're equipping and you're leading other people. I want nobody to be dependent on their leader. For a short while, yes, absolutely. You need help. You need education. There's going to be days where it's not going to make sense. There's going to be all this type of crazy stuff. But I eventually want you to be able to lead you. I love motivation. I got nothing wrong with it. I am a big fan of David Goggins. I'm a long distance runner. I love running. It's in my blood. It's what I do. I think it's probably one of the best therapies in the world because, you know, some of my runs can last 4 hours, 5 hours, and you have to live inside of your head for that amount of time. And people have a hard time with that because they like to talk too much, and you know they can't just shut all the noise down. I get to shut the noise down for 4 or 5 hours and just be with me. But I love Goggins for this reason. This is going to sound weird. Goggins does motivate me. Goggins does inspire me. However, he has taught me that I don't need him to inspire and motivate him. I do not need him to inspire and motivate me. Eventually, I need to do that for myself. All right. And so that's what I want my leaders to do. If you come on and decide you're going to be a leader, I want you to do the same. Okay. So, enough about me. We've had a blast doing this for 18 years. I think I've reached the pinnacle of crazy success in this business when you become a partner with Integrity Marketing. Integrity is massive. Let me just give you some numbers of Integrity, if you will. We have 17 billion in fixed indexed annuities, 17 billion, 1.8 billion in annual premium from life sales, 1.1 million applications per year, by the way, per year, 360,000 IUL products, 600,000 final expense products, 1.6 million Medicare Advantage products, 460,000 Medicare supplement products. And those numbers are bigger than most insurance companies. The power that we have with Integrity is phenomenal. We have, like, I feel sorry for our competition that's not with Integrity. Thank you, God, that we got picked up by this beautiful, massive company called Integrity. And they're allowing us to stay light years ahead of the market. I'm sure many of you, as you're sitting here listening to me, you've heard a lot of the news of AI, artificial intelligence. One thing that I love about Brian Adams, the CEO of Integrity, is he does not fear things that change. He gets ahead of them. He's getting ahead of AI. He showed us this last week in Dallas, Texas, what he's doing. I wish I could share it with you, but it's a little bit too complicated with our first meeting, you and I. But let me just tell you this. I felt like I was at an Elon Musk convention, the way he rolled out what we are doing with AI, what you will be able to do. I'm going to give you just a brief synopsis, and that's it. You as an agent will be able to sit with a customer and not have to take any notes. It'll record your whole conversation for you. It'll then put it into a synopsis for you. And then when you have to call that customer back, you just ask AI, hey, I'm going to go sit with George Andershock. I sat with him a while ago. Can you give me a synopsis of our last conversation? And it'll read to you your last conversation. You can ask it, does George have any kids? Yes, as a matter of fact, he has 3 kids. 4 now. Sorry, George. So it can do everything for you. So that's all I'm going to give you. But know this, we don't fear it. We're ahead of it. Okay. And that's the way Brian Adams, our CEO of Integrity, rolls. I like that. That gets me fired up. You know why it gets me fired up? Because I don't like stuff like that. I love the interaction with people. I love being with people. I love talking to you one-on-one. I know I'm not talking to you one-on-one right now, but we will. We will become friends. We will become family. We will fail together. We will win together. We will cry together, and we're going to laugh together. And guess what? We're going to make a boatload of money together. That's what I love. I don't understand all the AI stuff. It does scare me. Let's be real. But I don't have to fear it because I got a man leading this company that doesn't fear any of it. So what that allows me to do is it gives me a chance to talk to more people like you to say, hey, come join our community. Let me tell you about our community. We have an incredible man by the name of George Andershock. He is just a phenomenal man, and he embraces who we are. This is who we are. We are going to help people become physically fit, mentally fit, spiritually fit, and financially fit. When I say physically fit, I'm not saying I want you to have, 2% body fat. It has nothing to do with that. Physically fit is I want you to be able to look into the mirror, just you in that mirror, and be in love with the person you see. Like I want you to be able to look into that mirror and say, that is the man, that is the woman that will get the job done. Like I get chills when I say that to you. And I want you to be able to say that to yourself. It's going to sound weird, but I want you to fall in love with yourself. Here's why. If you don't like yourself and you don't like who you are as a person, as a human being, the human being that God created, then guess what? Your customers aren't going to like you either. I want to teach you how to say, you know what? I am physically fit. And again, it's not looking like all buff and all, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you looking in front of that mirror and just saying, that is the one. That is the one. And you standing tall and proud, and all your past failures mean absolutely nothing. All the screw ups mean nothing. They're all gone. They're in the past. They're in the past. It doesn't matter. I want to teach you that. I want to teach you, you have brighter future. You got brighter things coming. I'm a recovered alcoholic. I have screwed up my entire life. I have messed everything up. We lost homes. We lost cars. I went to the ER 3 different times. I almost lost my wife. I almost lost my kids. Thank God I didn't. I've screwed a lot up. I did a lot of drugs growing up when I was young. Thank God I lived through that. But guess what? That ain't me. What is me is the present and the people that I hang out with. I want to help you get to that point. Mentally fit. That's probably one of the most difficult. We all have the demons running around our head saying, you can't do it. You're not worthy. I hang around people that are so crazy talented, and I love them, but they're actually afraid of success. They're not afraid of it. They don't think they're worthy of it. So it's the same thing. I don't think they're worthy of it. They get real close. They start a lot of projects. They start this, they start that, they start this, they start that, but they stop right before they get there. I'm going to teach you to finish and finish strong. That's what we're going to do together. Okay. And then spiritually fit. If you believe that we just here because a bunch of things blew up and hit each other, you're in trouble. You got to have a higher calling, a higher faith. And you know what? Hey, all this is going to go away one day, but I don't care because I'm going to go to eternity and I want you to go with me. And then financially fit. That's the last one. We put that one at the end on purpose. You know why? Because if we can get the other 3 done, financially fit's easy. Cash that check, baby. It's in the bank. People will work on the financial first all the time. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, sure, you can make some money and you can accidentally get into some money, but you're going to lose it. You will absolutely lose it. We're going to teach you to be physically fit, mentally fit, spiritually fit, and I promise you the financial will take care of itself. I barely graduated high school. And when I say barely, there were 522 people in my high school. I graduated 502. I beat 20 people. If my mom were sitting here right now, you said to her, hey, how's it possible that he was that bad? She will tell you that she doesn't understand how I beat 20 people. Like, she's confused as to how I even beat 20 people. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was growing up. I didn't have a father, I had a single mom. She did great. Nothing against her. It's all my fault. But I didn't do the whole college thing. But here I am, standing before you, just living a life that I never, ever thought possible. So we're going to teach you all these things. Next, let's talk about money. How do you make money? I'm going to simplify this for you. You sit with a customer, right? And on average, you're going to make about $800 per sale that you go to. Okay. Now, when I came here, I was broke. I was busted and disgusted. I had nothing. I had like negative $450,000. And you want to talk about a nightmare. But I got out of that hole one deal at a time. One deal at a time. My mother gave me a blessing. She goes, you focus on what you can fix. I'll watch some people try to take care of that $420,000 all in one chunk. Ain't possible. Not going to happen. You've got to focus on the 800. Trying to get my, there we go. You got to focus on the 800. Absolutely. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time. I got out of it. A lot of people will ask me, how much money do I need to start something like this? What type of, they'll know they're smarter than me, so they'll use fancier words like, what type of assets do I have to start such venture? How much venture capital do I need? Whatever. You mean cash, money? If you can bring more than negative 400 and something $1,000, you all right. That's about what I brought to the picture. You bring a can-do attitude. You bring a spirit of gratitude. You're friendly. You're easy to talk to. We're going to help you get out of any hole you're in right now. And if you're not in a hole, God bless you. If you're at zero, yay. If you got money in the bank, yay. Strangely enough, this is a strange phenomenon. I find the people that got a lot of money in the bank don't work as hard. I don't like that, because you were meant for more. You were meant for, you were meant to give away a lot of money. You were meant to do more stuff. So anyhow, $800 per deal. I thought, hey, I can do that. Fitz hired me 18 years ago. I said, Fitz, I dig this. I just $800 pop. He said, yep. So I went out with this can-do attitude, excited to take over the world. I'm going to be the best of the best. Ain't nobody going to beat me. And guess what? I go out in the field. I set 20 appointments, and I came back to that sales meeting he did on Tuesday, and I wrote 0. I was horrible, absolutely pathetic. And I went out and did it again, and I was pathetic again. And I went out and did it again, and yep, I was pathetic again. But I knew I was going to win. There was never, I was like, well, man, just not for me. It's not who I am. This is my favorite one. I just don't have a passion for it. I don't have a passion for it. I want you to believe in yourself on a level you've never thought possible. And if you hang out with me, I will not let you talk bad about yourself. I will not let you talk ugly of yourself. I will not let you say bad things about yourself. You can ask any of the people on my team. If G says something funny about himself, I'll stop him and say, don't say that. What goes out our lips and goes into our ears stays in our brain. It's hard to get it out. If you say I'm fat, ugly, I got this problem, I got that problem, you are destroying everything inside of you. I watch so many people on social media these days, and they talk about the haters they have. Got the haters. Let me be honest with you. You ain't got no haters. You got one hater, and it's you. You are your worst hater. And I'm going to beg you, if you join me, if you join this family, if you join this team, from that day forward, you will only talk great about yourself. So proud of my younger daughter, Randy. She runs her own salon business as a hairstylist. She does phenomenal work. She's a great artist. And she read Think and Grow Rich. And she goes, oh my gosh, Dad, all this stuff that you talk about's in here. And she goes, I've been complaining that I can't lose weight. And what I need to say is I am skinny. I'm not going to eat that because I am skinny. Now, by the way, she's gorgeous. She doesn't need to lose weight. I don't know why she's losing weight, but hey, that's what she wants to do. But she's changing the way she speaks to herself. She changes the way she speaks to herself when she's running her business. I am successful. Therefore, I need to look like this. I am already successful. Therefore, when I walk into a room, people know. Bottom line, those are the things that will change your life. So $800 a pop. You keep doing it. Eventually, I got good. I love to tell everybody that joins this team, this family. I say, listen, take a deep breath. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money. But right now, you're kind of wanting to jump on a rocket to success. And I'm sorry, you're going to be kind of more on a snail. Come on. It's going to go really slow for a little bit. Now, some of you are going to start off fast. George Andershock started off fast. He was good from the moment it was said go. Majority of us, we're not that way. It takes us just a little bit of time. Don't worry about it. Take a deep breath. You're going to make some money. Okay. So $800 a pop. Now, this is what fired me up. Is Fitz tells me you can hire people and you get to make a percentage when they go out and take care of customers. I was like, I'm listening, because I tried to build a company before I came here and I got us in debt. By the way, I came here in debt. I had someone at the end of a meeting one day up in St. Louis, Missouri, said, hey, I would love to join here, but if I got to get in debt to do this, I don't want to do it. So I'm going to say it again. I came here in debt. This place got me out of debt. I want to be real clear. So Fitz says to me, you can build a team in each unit you have. He called them business units. Each business unit you have, you get to make an override. So this is me. Well, let me put someone else's name up here. I can't scroll through the names. Never mind. I'll put me. Paul's a pretty decent name. I hire G, Jen, Joan. There's another Jen. We got two Jens. Rock on. And Eric. No. Let's stay with the J's. Jimmy. So here's how it works. If George writes, say, 25,000 in premium, that means he does about 25 applications a month. Okay. I will make 10% of that. Okay. So 10% of 25,000 is 2,500, right? Not a bad program. And then let's say Jen, let's say she does 20,000. That's about 20 applications a month. That's $2,000 that I make. And let's say it goes 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So my monthly income is 2,500 plus 2,000. That's 4,500, 5,500, 6,500. So that's 7,500 income in my bank account. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. At one point, I was making 95,000 a month. 95,000 a month. And how do you do that? You just have more than 5 people. That's it. Now, the cool thing about this is George Andershock, G-Shock, he was like, I want to build a massive team. Cool. So he does. Oh, I see Coach is with us. Hey, Coach, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Coach just lost his mother. I can't believe you're on this call today. Golly. Love you, Coach. Love you, man. Sorry you lost your mom. That's unreal that he just lost his mom and he's here hanging out with us. Thank you. That means the world to me. I wish I'd have seen your name from the get-go. But let's say G-Shock's a lot. Coach is building a big organization too, massive. So if G-Shock brings in, say, 100,000 a month, well, you get 10% of that. That's $10,000 all by itself off this one organization, one business unit, if you will. That's it. So when I saw this, I was like, Fitz, this doesn't make sense. Like, who pays my agents? Because I can't, I don't want to hire a bunch of people to be accounts payable team, a bunch of payroll people. He said, don't worry. These billion-dollar insurance companies pay them. So you're telling me my accounts payable department is like a $1 billion insurance company? He said, yeah. I was like, okay. I asked him a few more questions. I said, dude, what's the catch? He goes, the catch is you got to find people that are tough like you that want to win. That's the catch. The challenge we have is we got a bunch of people that are weak and think they can get rich by doing nothing. They think they can hire one person and that one person is going to be the one. Can't do it like that. They got to be tough like you. They got to be able to go out and sit with 20 customers and get 20 no's because they're pathetic in the beginning and come back with the same enthusiasm they left with. You see, New Year's resolutions don't work because people make them when they're excited as all get out. And then the first speed bump they hit, the excitement dwindles and they forget about the New Year's resolution. He said, Paul, somehow, some way, you have kept your enthusiasm through the whole thing. You got to find people like that. And I thought to myself, how did I do that? Where did that come from? Where did that come from inside of me? It came from my mother. I watched my mother put herself through college as a single mother. She was making $17,000 a year. We were broke. I won't even tell you the things inside of our house. It was disgusting. It'll make you gross. It'll make you throw up. And $17,000 a year, raising 2 kids, driving all the way to downtown Houston. We lived in Spring, Texas, about an hour drive, working that stupid job. And then at night going across the street to University of Houston. And she finally got a college degree. Then she got another college degree. Then she got another college degree. And she opened her own private practice as a psychologist. That's where I got it from. Where are you going to get it from? Where are you going to get a vision in your life that's so massive that your bank account can't even handle it? Maybe you get it from me, via my mom. I don't know. Let's do this together. Let's you and I do this together. Have a vision that's bigger than both of us. Let me tell you something about that vision. You have to keep moving forward through the whole process. You can't stop. You can't let up. You can build the size of company you want to build. It doesn't matter. But you have to build it with crazy enthusiasm over and over and over and over again. I was doing a presentation just like this in St. Louis, Missouri, about 17, 18 years ago. And Tamara, my wife, called me right before I was about to do the meeting. She said, hey, I got some bad news. I said, what? She goes, we have no electricity. So I'm so sorry, baby doll. I got to focus on this meeting. She's crying. She says, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you. I should have left you alone. My wife's tough. Tough. Incredible woman. And she goes, I shouldn't have called you. I'm sorry. I said, don't worry about it. It's good. I got this. So I walked into that meeting and stood up in front of like 40, it's like 45 people. I can't remember the exact number, but it was above 40. And I shared with them this opportunity and my vision and how I was going to be successful. One of the toughest things I've ever had to do. Knowing the whole time that my wife and my 2 kids were, at the time they were 7 and 8 years old, had no electricity. I knew I'd given her no money for food when I left. My wife was an incredible woman. She would, if we had any money, she'd be able to, she'd say, hey, you need to go buy a shirt or a tie. You got to look good for a meeting. She wouldn't buy nothing for herself. Nothing. Now I spoil her. Like I got to go get a different house because we need another closet for her. She deserves that. Because my vision was that big. I want to teach you to have a vision like that. They don't teach us this stuff in school. They don't teach us in college. But I promise you, you come on board here, we'll make your vision big, but you're going to have to hang with me during the tough days. You're going to have an attitude of, I'm going to keep moving forward no matter what. No matter what. So leads. This is what I love about this Rockstar family that we have here. We are so adaptable to everything. During 2020, when the virus hit us, man, I got to tell you, we kind of looked at each other like, what's going to happen? Is it all gone? Everything we've done, everything we put together, is it all gone away? Nope. This Rockstar family said, hey, let's meet in our Dallas office. And we all came in here every single day, about 20 of us. And in my San Antonio office, Kelly goes, we're going to meet. San Antonio did the same thing. McAllen did the same thing. Austin did the same thing. We said, let's get into our offices and get to work. Let's find a way to win. And we did. We found a way to win. We did virtual sales for the first time ever. We had no idea what we were doing. We did virtual sales. We had no idea how we were doing it. From that, we built a virtual sales platform that is out of this world. If you want to do virtual sales, you can. That's fine with us. If you want to do in-home sales where you sit with clients, cool. That's what I do. That's my deal. I don't write anymore, but if you said, Paul, you got to get in the field, I'm gonna go sit with customers kneecap to kneecap. That's just the way I do it. That's the way my good friend Bubba does it. Right. But then we got G-Shock, George. He'll do virtual sales. He's absolutely amazing at it. Kerry Williams, virtual sales. We'll teach you whichever method you want to go with. We got a crazy group of people with Jen and Kaylee and so many others, and they're doing nothing but social media. We can help you build a social media platform that's out of this world. Like I'm watching before my eyes, Jen build one, Kaylee build one, Trina build one. It's like I'm just, holy cow. We got people in here making over 6 figures all off social media. We can teach you how to do that if that's what you want to do. We got a TRS program where you work with teachers and retirement plans. We got Dr. Phil, he's doing that. We got Kelly Turner, she's doing that. We can teach you how to do that. We got people like B-Flow, Brittany Flores, where she does Medicare sales. She can teach you how to do that. That's what you want to do. We got a Fast Start program that was designed by Dr. Phil, and he passed it off and gave it to all of us. And it multiplies your business overnight. If that's what you want to do, we'll do that with you. We don't care. Pick one, run with it hard. I'll tell you this, if it's social media, don't think it's less work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm watching. In fact, I think it's more work than going sitting kneecap to kneecap. No kidding. Doesn't matter to us. Whatever you want to do, that's what I love about this family. This year, for the first time ever, I'm reading the Bible front to end. I've tried several times and failed miserably, but I'm getting it done this year. And when I was reading Exodus, at the very end, I started getting a little teary-eyed. I thought, oh my gosh, this is my team. This is the team, because everybody had a job to do and they did it. They didn't say, well, my way's better than your way. Your way better. They all went out, did a job, built a tabernacle. No one complained. They all did their job. 670,000 people. I said, this is our Rockstar team. We got some people that are doing social media. They ain't picking on the people that are doing door-to-door, knocking on doors. They're not saying nothing. In fact, they're excited. You know why? Because they hired someone and they want to do that. So Kaylee's going to hire someone and Bubba's going to train him because they're like, I ain't doing no social media. I'm going to do door-to-door. I'm going to give me some leads. I'm just going to tell you this. You're going to be busy with us. You just got to pick one. You tell us which route you want to go. You give it all you got. Do not come to me at the end of the first failure and say, this isn't for me. No, you keep at it. In fact, Kaylee started off with virtual sales, and that woman gave it all she could. I mean, she was relentless. So when she came to me and said, hey, I think I need to switch to social media, I was like, cool. You gave it hell. I'm with you. We're good. Switch over. But she gave it everything she got. She didn't go, it's just not for me. She went at it full force. And that's what we're looking for. I hope this makes sense. I want to end with this. We have a big opportunity here. Our agents on this team, we believe we're public servants. We service the public. We help people from financial, just absolute destruction, financial devastation. Let me explain. If the breadwinner dies, that's hard enough. That's hard enough. But then let's say the wife is the surviving spouse. She has to look to her children and say, hey, I know we lost dad, but we got to focus on moving. We can't afford this house any longer. I was raised by a psychologist. I know with everything inside of me, you have to go through everything. You have to mourn correctly. You have to feel each of the pains, sad, anger, the mad, all of it. You have to feel it. If you don't, it will catch up with you later in life. Through heart disease, divorce, whatever it is. I want people, this team wants people to not have to worry about a stupid dollar bill, a piece of paper when they lose a loved one. And on our watch, they're not going to, because we're going to protect them. We're going to make sure they're okay. We're also going to protect them from financial devastation of cancer. Listen, let's say in this case, the wife gets cancer, can't work no more, and she was half the income of the family. The husband's income's not going to cover everything. She can't work going through chemo. She can't work going through radiation. You with me? This family's about to be destroyed twice. How god-awful is that? When they could have made a decision, they could have had an agent that cared about them. They could have had a public servant that cared about them, that went to their house and sold them a cancer policy so she can take care of what she needs to take care of and feel that pain. That's enough. Going through cancer, that's enough pain. But they still have income coming in. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you join us, this is an awesome responsibility. Do not take it lightly. I want to make money like you, and we will. I've made a lot. I have more money than I know what to do with right now. No kidding. But it ain't about that. It's about that family. It's about when that family says, you know what, I want to think about it. You're able to look them in the eyes and say, what do you need to think about? We're not promised tomorrow. What do you want to think about? We have no idea what tomorrow holds for us. So instead of thinking about it, let's just get you protected. Then you can think about it while you're protected, while you're taken care of. This is an awesome responsibility. Making a lot of money is an awesome responsibility. Awesome responsibility. We've all heard of great athletes who are broke right now. I grew up a huge Mike Tyson fan, the boxer Mike Tyson, not the Mike Tyson of today, but the boxer Mike Tyson. He made $25 million in one night and he went broke. It's an awesome responsibility. Taking care of families is an awesome responsibility. You're going to make a lot of money, but that family is everything to you. When you're sitting with that family, man, who are you going to be? Are you going to be the person they call up and say, hey, thank you. Thank you for talking. Thank you for telling us to do this. Or are you going to have to say, I'm so sorry you didn't get that. I wish I'd have covered you. Who you want to be? We want to be the person that the customer calls up and says, hey, I lost so-and-so. Can you help me? Yes. We will get that $600,000 check sent over to you as soon as possible. It's a big deal. We're powerful and loving. We let our customer know you're not promised tomorrow. It's a big deal. But we're also loving. We do it with love because we know what it means to us and to our families. I love you guys. Please get with the person that invited you on here tonight. I'm looking at all the people on here. This is amazing. Please get with the person that invited you on here and let them know what you thought. And let us know. Are you ready to go to the next step? Are you ready for this awesome responsibility? Because we don't take it lightly. We do not take it lightly. So what I mean by that is we're going to train you. We're going to drive you nuts with training you. The number one reason people leave organizations is because there's lack of education. You will not leave us for that. We will drive. You will say, Uncle, please stop training me. We will get you prepared for this awesome, amazing responsibility. I love you. Go get yours. I'm definitely getting mine. Adios.